Hey everybody, Jeanette here. Today we're going to talk about Terry Frater, or also known as Tranny Faker, the big ventriloquist dummy. I'm just going to go through this as quickly as I possibly can and stuff. Alright, let's see what I got here. I got to change this. Okay, here you can see the face here that, yeah, he looks real feminine here to me. No male brow ridge, little beady eyes. Mouth is, yeah, not real big, I guess. Teeth, looks like female dental, but mainly down here around his neck. He has no Adam's apple or male trachea down here, and the shoulders are way sloping. Okay, and so here's another picture of him. There's several of them, but here I want you to see the throat here, how smooth that it is. And again, everything else, his forehead is round. Some of the testosterone will make the hair recede somewhat. But he's got the round female face, little bitty eyes, like I said, no male brow ridge. You can still tell that. Basically the same, but mainly it's this neck that I'm zeroing in on because it's so smooth, just like us females. Okay, same thing there. He's laughing all the way to the bank. He did get a $300 million contract to play in Las Vegas for the rest of his life, her life. And here, the thing that's unusual is that the shoulders on this one is fairly broad, and I think when they mix the chromosomes, sometime that you may actually get some of the opposite sex trait. So he would be a female, and they put the male chromosome in there to give him a little bit of what looks like a male. But as you can see here, his shoulder is wide. Some females have broad shoulders, so, you know, so it's not unusual. That's what I'm trying to say, is that is not unusual. Most of them have smaller shoulders than this, but he's got the broad shoulders. And face is same. They will wear the facial hair to disguise the fact that they're female, make them look a little bit more masculine. That's why they do that. And here I've cut the body up to show you that the top and the bottom the same. This means this is a female torso. Right here where the elbow is, the joint, where the waist is. It is really hard to get this right on the coats, but that's right where that is. You have to go with this bone here. And his hands are even with the crotch. So this shows that this is a female torso again. I'm just curious as if I got this in the right spot, but I believe I do because the elbow is right with the elbow right a little bit underneath here actually, but it's still, you can see that it's big. Both of them are big blocks. If it was a male, this top would be longer. Because it's short, that's a short female torso. The arms are real short too. And again, the crotch comes, the hands come right even with the crotch. Here you can kind of see his hip. Right here comes out a little bit. This also, they always wear the big baggy shirts, of course. And this one right here, he's getting ready to go on. And the neck here. Yeah, he just looks real feminine to me. This one does. And this is his first wife. After he got that $300 million contract, he left her and took a different tranny. I think that this is a tranny. Not real too sure about it. But more than likely it is. But here, Terry, you could see somewhat of the curve in the back, and I got some better ones than this. This is a female curve. Female hump right here. And here she is again. Smooching on her. He's got a round forehead here. It's not a back slope. All of his wives, of course, are taller than what she is. Little hands. This is a man's shirt. And the hand here is so small that the shirt covers it halfway. And if you come over here with him here, yeah, you notice that his shoulder is equal with the hip. That shows you that this is female body. And again, this shirt is way too big for this person because this is a man's shirt. Yeah, but the sleeves are so long for a man, and he don't have the arms of a man. And again, his hands come even with the crotch. It's telling you that this is a female. Here he is again, and her, and this time I cut her body up and show you this one's much smaller than this. This is longer. This is smaller. This tells you that this anatomy is a man. And here is his female anatomy. And you can see that their body is built for having children. I don't know if he'll have children. I don't think I'd want to split that 300 million with any kids. Maybe Cocker Spaniels and ferrets. Here's some of the puppets that he has. This is the Elton John one. Now, when he throws his voice, his voice is supposedly, it sounds like all the singers, okay? And I thought, oh, he's just absolutely fantastic. I loved him when I first found out. Now I know it's different. I believe that it's the demons doing it, just like magicians. I don't know how, of course, but they have help. It is not tranny faker doing it. And Paul McCartney and Michael, and what he will do here, and I did see this one live. No, not live on TV, it was live, supposedly. What he'll do is he'll sing one that sounds like this one, and then sing something that sounds like this one, and interact, you know, real fast with both of them. Now, how's he able to change from one to the other? He might even do a different one with himself, so he's got 3 people going on, because he's got demons working behind him. He is not throwing his voice at all. You'll notice that his throat doesn't quiver much. I'm going to give you a URL that you're going to watch one of his performances, or a few of them, at the end of this. His hand is a little bitty. He got a little bitty hand here. And this is Paul McCartney one again. And this turtle looks like that it has got AIDS. Probably does, from the rituals that they have to go to. Look at this little straight thumb here. It looks almost like what mine does. Here he had, or she, you can see the curve on the back beautifully here. Look at that. Yeah, this looks like a little female. I mean, there's no mistake in this. How many women are attracted to that? That's just too pretty for me. I was always attracted to men that were heavier, rougher looking in the face, actually, than these. And this one, Louis Armstrong, and he will do the really deep. If you ever heard Louis Armstrong, well, see if you can find him doing that on YouTube, and you can hear how deep this voice is, okay? The thing is, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not throwing his voice and making it sound like all of these. Nada. And there is the turtle, and I'm not sure what his name is. I thought it was Winston. Maybe Winston is it. Look how girly he looks here. Just total feminine here. Well, what guy, grown man, you know, really plays with puppets, okay, or dolls? This one creeps me out. I used to not like ventriloquist dummies when I was a child. I was scared of them, actually. They would just creep me out. And the ones that look human-like still creep me out. I don't like them. They just got bad feeling, bad vibrations. These things do. And there's his pretty female face again. He's put on a little bit of weight. Maybe he's pregnant here. Could be. This doll looks gay. That face looks gay to me. It does. I don't have anything against gay people. I got 2 gay sons. But this doll looks gay. Okay. And the children in the background, I don't know what they do and stuff, but, you know, they draw the kids into this stuff because of the, you know, the puppets and stuff. Kids love this, unless they're like me, that didn't so much when I was a kid. Look how small his hand is. It's just real tiny. Yeah. But these kids, they always draw these kids in, and it's scary because I do know most of them, I would swear to my very core that they're all pedophiles. They're all sexually abused when they're born, from the time they're born, and that is just something they have to do. 300 million, you're going to molest a lot of kids. And I will stand up and say that to his face. Okay? What's this? This isn't a hell rock and roll. All of you out there, you know what that is. Okay? And that's, of course, the one that's supposed to be like Elvis. And yeah, he can sound like Elvis, too. It probably is the real spirit of Elvis. Conjured it up. This looks a little short here, but no, he's still... I think I got this just down just a little bit too far. It's right under, it's supposed to be right under where the elbow is. But see how short this is? That means that that's a female. Males have got a longer bone. This upper arm is longer because it helps with the lifting, the strength that a man has, a real man has. He couldn't lift nothing, probably his steak dinner, and that's about it. Little tiny feet too. He ain't got any big feet. No. And there she is again. You know, the whiskers cover the fact that he doesn't, when he does this, his throat hardly ever quivers, and you'll see that in the video that I'm going to send you over to watch. This is cute, though. I always like, you know, animals, I always have. And I had actually a little puppet turtle when I was a child. Myself, yeah. And there she is again. Yeah. That doll's got a back slope to its head, but this one doesn't. This dummy's got a back slope, but this one doesn't. Okay, and this is another one of his. This one's more masculine than what that one is. And you can see here, there's no male brow ridge up here at all. It's just completely flat. These eyes, you could just slide them completely up there real easy. Shoulders are real round. Now, this one's kind of up because he's got it up this one's backside. He just works the mouth and stuff, but there is no throwing of any voices. Now, I believe that the handlers, when he was a boy, he said that his father did not approve of it and gave him a hard time. Sounds like a handler to me, because they're always hard on the kids. And I think he showed an interest in it, so that's where they pushed him towards. But who thought up this idea deserves an award to do this. It's just absolutely incredible thinking that. How many people can we fool into thinking that this idiot can actually throw his voice and make it sound like each and every one of these singers? It don't matter who it is. He could probably do Kiss, you know. He could do something heavier, you know, Iron Maiden or whatever. Yeah, he probably could. I think there is a heavy metal guy in one of them that he does. He's got so many of them. And here his little female form is again. And here with Michael Jackson, see the star here on his lapel? That is the falling star telling us that he has a demon spirit or a fallen angel spirit inside of him. He is, oh yeah, he's a top one. And here you can barely see the curve on the back, but this one's really, really good. This looks too good for Michael Jackson. Two demons, and this is, you know who this one is. Look at how small and close the eyes are. This tells you something. Yeah, the president is a female. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay, hair, too much hair. The mouth is too big. The mouth should be about this, maybe I even got it too big there, about like that. The mouth should only be about a quarter. It's got the smallest mouth that I've ever seen on a female. Okay, and again, this shows that Faker is a female. And this is the one that he swapped. This is, he swapped his old model for this new one here with the silicone, oh God, silicone blisters is what I call them. Because if you stabbed them, clear liquid would just shoot out of the things, just like a blister. And for some reason, I feel like that I want to do that to these. Because if you got a blister, you want to drain it and it to heal. They need to get rid of these. These don't feel right. You know, they don't seem right. There's something off here. Okay, but I want to show you this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How long that is. My God, that's the longest one that I've seen yet. This thing could lift a house. And notice that the spider monkey here arms. That's why we call them spider monkey arms. I said, look at this. As a matter of fact, I have all of this in the camera. This is so long. Oh my, yeah. Well, there we go. And anyway, I'll just go ahead and get rid of you. And here he is here with one of their kids. I know, it's like, I don't know. I'm just all creeped out by the whole thing. I want to say damn. There, I just said it. Looky here at this. Oh, Jesus. And he was saying, oh, I have such a beautiful wife. No, you got an ugly tranny. Wait until this thing reaches 50. It's going to take that $300 million to keep up on that with the plastic surgery, I'll tell you that much. This is where its crotch is. Man, look at, I just can't believe how long this arm is. This one's like, this is the spider monkey. Oh, God. They're just hideous. The surgeon did an excellent job on that throat. Here's a smaller one of it. Best in show. Yeah, 2 dogs. You see how small here that it is and how long it is here on the upper body. This tells us that that's a male torso. Kind of knees are a little bit banged up there, like someone took a baseball bat to them. And the upper torso and lower one is almost exactly the same, saying that this is a female. And again, the hands even with the crotch. And this one's way below. I haven't seen arms this long before on one of them. This one needs an award for this, for the longest arms. And this one's about 6'5", I think. Seems like that it is. Yeah, he said he was so lucky to get this one. Such a beautiful wife. When I know this stuff now or whatever, it just... Cut these toes off here on these shoes because, to tell you the truth, your toes don't come all the way into these ends. They wear the real long ones to make their feet look bigger. I mean, she's got some small feet. And this one, I don't know if it's hard to tell here. The feet don't look incredibly long here, but yeah, I'm going for probably a size 13, 14 there. Going with how tall that it is. Yeah, and here, if you look at this, now this looks like it's got a curve in the back, but it doesn't. If you put this cursor right here, you can see the back is straight. It slants out, but it's still straight. If it was a female, right here on the shoulder blades, is where it would come out, and then it would curve in. Okay, and this bottom is very small. That's where the crotch is. Men just cannot tell. I've got a video coming up with... 2 people that I know personally that have tranny wives and not aware of it. And I will not tell them. I don't want to wreck what they think is wonderful. Okay, here we go. And you know, it's just really soft here, around here, like a female. And no brow ridge at all. This one, big time. I don't know if because it's foreign. This is a foreign one. Hard to say where it's from. But the forehead looks deformed. I mean, it looks really small here, big here and small here. I don't know. Maybe they did surgery on it. It's possible they tried to do something to this and screwed it up because his looks way bigger. Yeah, it's amazing, really amazing. Let's see, anything else on this one? Well, the shoulders are pretty straight. But this is a big old male mouth, male dental. And this is like pretty far away from each other. This is, like I said, concerning about this. Oh, and maximum I think maximum is how you pronounce that and stuff. Oh yeah, true tranny. Straight back here if you look closely at this little picture. Yeah, and straight shoulder here. It's a shame how many men are marrying these women and not knowing it. The ones out here, and I know two that are. One, I can't mention the guy's name. The other one is a high school friend, and I will mention his name because I don't care. But the other guy's a little famous, and I don't want to, I really don't want him to find out, but I just want you guys to see what's going on. If you look at these, all these are females. Scott Thompson, Carrot Top, he's a female. He lifts weights. He looks buff, actually. His top, he lifts weights to make him look a little bit more feminine. He had a facelift, but he has never had a pretty face. No. He just looks so rough. That's why he got the facelift and thought that maybe he'll look better with it. He really doesn't. Louis Anderson, I can't think of these two, but they're all actors. Well, of course. Yeah, they're all actors. Carrot Top actually works full-time in Las Vegas. Yeah, got a full-time job there. Vegas is the sin capital, of the United States. They're right about that. This is a little Miss Tranny that won a fake thing, another faker, straight back. A little boy. And here he is. Well, here you can kind of see the back is straight, but if you do this here, you see it's real short here to the crotch. The body is always longer. It doesn't matter what age they are, how big they are. If it's a male, that top is going to be longer than the bottom part of it. And if you come down here, this is definitely a guy's leg. That's a guy's leg, and look at how big the foot is. Yeah, this is a little boy. It must be hard, keeping up these appearances, but I know that when they do the MKUltra mind control, from the time they're born, they tell them they're the opposite sex. They probably tell them that they are. That if you have a willy, you're actually a female. Yeah. Well, I think if they keep the willy, they are a straight male, and they look for a female counterpart. They won't all get rid of the willy unless that they want to be with a man. But if you're a straight man, even though you're a tranny and you have a willy, you're going to try to find a female counterpart. See? Yeah, I had to think about that a bit. That gets real confusing and stuff. But here, this thing's neck is already messed up at this young age. It's already looks like a tree trunk. And the long arms on this one. Yeah. And there's Carrot Top again. And Carrot Top here, the hand here looks really female to me. This is because he lifts weights. He probably takes testosterone too, I'm sure. Just a little tiny Adam's apple. He's funny. I've watched him and I enjoy him. He's real funny, but I don't think there's no Mel brow ridge up here either. No. Okay, and here he just looks like a female. But look at how broad, I think his shoulders come out to here. He's a female with broad shoulders. Yeah, it does happen. There's your old apple there. Somebody needs to have that slapped upside their head. And there's Scott. And this time I cut Scott's body up. He's got a long torso, but, it looks long. But here's the thing what I've come up with. This upper part here is the same as this lower one here. Now, is his waist here? I don't think so. This is his navel, where his navel is. I put this star. And this comes right across the crotch. And he does have some hip, like going here and down on this side too. And from way up here. It's possible females have that. The curve in a different place and stuff. Like I say, that can happen because they are mixing the chromosomes before the baby, the embryo turns into a full baby. So it can cross a lot of times. You might get a female with white eyes or a male with narrow eyes. It may mess the bone structure up. Sometimes, rarely, but I think I have seen it actually. I have seen that. Here, Frater's a little bit curvy right here. And his hand again is, if his crotch is right here, it's even with the crotch. Yeah. This jacket's a male's jacket, and again, it covers the hands, so it makes his hands even look smaller than what they are. And I don't know if this was his first wife or who it is, but this is a male, whoever it is, and there she is again. Here, this right here, I believe this is a male because this is shorter here, and the hand is way lower than the crotch. And same here. And this guy is James Kyson Lee. He's an entertainer, I suppose, but he's a little female. Here you can see where his hip starts coming out right here. Yeah. And if you look up here, it's the same down here. Basically, you get two squares. Yeah. So this is a little female. Tom Green, yeah, he's a female, and he was on the Trailer Park Boys Cruise. I believe that he was, she was. Look at the sloping shoulders. Whoa. Big time. Flat face. There's no brow ridge here. Eyes are real shallow. Now, again, the whiskers to cover up the fact that you look real girly. You better put some whiskers on. Yeah. And his hand here's even with his crotch. And this spooks me out. I just don't like these that look like humans. They just creep me out, something terrible. These are just some actors, I think. This is a female one, and this is the male right here. Okay, here's a female. Here's a male. See, it's smaller down here where the crotch is. See where my cursor is, right? And these are not real. They're too far out. This little one here is a male, and this one here is a female. He looks like a little female, actually. These are tiny little people here. But yeah, that's a male and that's a female. Oh, look at these bow legs. Oh, yeah, like a cowboy. I think that's why they stand like this. So if they don't stand like this, they'll look like this. Yeah, I think so. Okay, and these, I think that's Chris Angel, who is a female. All of these are females, every one of them. Right where they got the short upper arm here, and that's right where the waist is. Right where it's supposed to be under the elbow. The bend is up a little bit higher than under, but it's close enough. And this one here really looks female. He don't have anything throat action going on. It's a heavy set female. Any curves in the hips? A little bit. I don't know. And here you go. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but yeah, she was in Poltergeist and a lot of others. D something or another, I can't remember, but unfortunately D is, I don't know if I got this up a little too high, but her hands are still longer than her crotch. Yeah, of course she's a guy. They're just all like that. Well, here you can see the male tendons in the neck, and here's the male trachea right here. A female trach you won't see. I can look in the mirror, and you can see mine every so often when I speak, but not permanently. This one's got really broad shoulders. These shoulders aren't too wide, but this one's got broad ones. This is a male here. And again, the crazy leg poses. They're trying to do something, and it's just not working. And this one here is, I would say this is a female. This one's almost like that. It's not little bitty in here. So I think that this is a female. Seems, well, there's one down here too. Yeah, and this is like what you think. These poses, I never have stood like this. I've worn evening dresses when I was younger. I was married to a man in the Air Force, and they had dinner parties, and I wore beautiful gowns. And the thing is, I never, ever stood like that. Never. These two are from the pawn shop show, and they are both females. You can tell from here. This is the daddy and this is the daughter. You look at this face. Yeah, that's a heavy-set female. And this is just a heavy-set dad. Heavy-set dad. Yeah, both of these are females. And boy, this one's arms are so short that it don't even come to the crotch. It's a good thing. It would never be able to reach its willy if it had one. Okay, oh, here's a whole bunch of them. Artie Johnson, that's who that is. I was trying to think of it a while ago. It's funny how it's in the back of your mind. I think this is Artie Johnson, an old comedian. To me, yeah, this is enough for it to be female. This is a male. This female's a male. This male here is a female. And here she is again, and this is a male. This one's a male. This Terry here, female. Terry's wife, male. I like that purple dress. And see, this is so much shorter here too. And this is a male. So you got male, male, female, male, male, female, male, male, female. They're just all the opposite. Okay? I can't be that wrong, people. I can't be that wrong, you know. I mean, give me some credit. Jeez. Anybody that thinks that, you know, I'm crazy or whatever, but these two here are females. Yeah. People lie, but the structure, the bone structure, the layout of your body does not lie. It tells the truth. When bones are found, they will look at a pelvis and they can tell the difference between male and female by looking at the pelvis. Yeah. And there's your pawn shop guy again. And of course the one he's with here is probably a husband and has the longer body. I mean, I don't make this stuff up. It is what it is. And here, that's Jamie Lee Presley, another tranny, off of My Name is Earl. My Name is Tranny. Here you go. And that's where the crotch is. Look how long the arms are. Now, this one almost is like Frater's wife. Probably related. Looks real masculine here. You know, there's a big male trachea, straight shoulders. And again, this is longer than this. Yeah. This could actually even come down a little bit longer than that because of the way that is, but boy, that is really long. And this one here, guess what? This is a guy. Guy. You got two gay men right here is what you got. If they're partners, it might just be a date, whatever, but even, yeah. It's hard to say as far as that goes, but this is a guy and it's paired up with this guy. They're two gay guys. All right, and these twins are guys. My goodness, this one really looks like a fella. Oh, Jesus, just a drag. Look at this. Oh, so hideous, and this is a female here. Or is it? Wait a minute. Yeah, look at the curve on the back. This is really strange. This is, you know, smaller than this up here, but it's still a good size compared to what these are. Yeah. I'll always go where the mound is. You don't go underneath like down here. You always go where the mound is. Okay? This is a straight back here. You can see. Of course, this one is. It's a twin. So I can't imagine one being straight and the other one not. But, boy, these legs look like dudes. Oh, yeah. And Fred Willard's an old-time actor, and Fred Willard is a guy. I would say yes, he is. This is small enough down here that he is a guy. Right under the elbow. Yes?
Do we have any mucinex back here?
I have no idea. I'll hunt for it when I'm done with this.
I needed some pretty soon because sometimes I'm coughing on.
Go in the bathroom and look in the drawers. Or look underneath the sink too. Did you look under your sink?
No, it's in here, I think.
Well, look underneath the sink in there and watch the puppy because he's going to get in your way. There's no way to avoid that.
Hold on.
You probably just yanked that out. I hope you don't eat that tack now. Always something. Anyway, here we go. Reba McEntire. And there was another actress. No, it's probably actor actually, that looked just like this one. You know, we get them in pairs and stuff. Yeah. Which is a guy. Yeah, of course it is. And Terry here, Faker, is a lovely curve in the back again. And there is no denying that this is a female. Big time. This fruitcake here doing this, and this isn't hell rock and roll. This looks like a female to me. This, maybe it's somebody's mother or a fan. Okay. Here he is all decked out in a suit, or she is. Yeah. Even though this looks a little bit long on the tops here, some of them, they're still, you know, this is still, I think that these are still females. Yeah. This one's bent, so I don't know. I think that might be Chris Angel there. I'm not too sure. Did you find it?
No.
I'll look for it when I'm done, because I'm almost done.
I need to go buy some anyway. It's probably too old.
You need to look. Anyway, this is the last thing here. This is the one where you'll see Terry Fader, a.k.a. Tranny Faker, on America's Got Trannies, okay? Take a good look at this. Make sure it's in there so you guys can see it. I can bring this up some. Oops, wrong way. And don't you know you always do that? Now, can you really see that? Yeah. So you got the address for it here. Yeah. Okay. Ow, so you got the address for it. Yeah, if you watch the first song that he does, the neck doesn't move, doesn't quiver. He goes off stage and he comes back on to do another song. I think that they watch him, of course, the demons and whoever are watching to see how well somebody does, okay? They probably told him, you're going to have to move your throat a little bit, or they tell the demons you're going to have to move his throat a little bit, because when he does come in, it's still, you can see it quiver in a few little places, but not a lot. So what you have to do is watch this, you know, and enjoy it, but you can see how fake it is. It really is. Now that you know this, it is just so fake. And the people that are on the board, Sharon Osbourne and David Hasselhoff, and I can't remember who the other guy is, they're trannies too. If you notice in the audience, all these people come up with puppets. Where in the world did they get all these little puppets at? Because they knew he was going to win ahead of time. So, of course, oh, somebody just brought all these puppets in. Yeah, it is big fake time stuff. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know sometimes I stutter. It's hard to think straight. Have a lot of distractions. I also have fibromyalgia. But hopefully I got the point across that this guy, $300 million for his life, for the rest of his life to play. He gets just a little bit each year, but a little bit is a lot. And yeah. He can't take that with him, though, when he goes, can he? Okay, that's it for now. Take care.